In the 21 years since Monster Hunter's inception, there have been a total of 243 monsters in the mainline games. People are bound to find one that they love unconditionally, and another that would add more protocols to the Geneva Conventions. It's almost like a chore having to hunt them, whether it be a key quest or just needing one part for a weapon or decoration that should have been made without it. Unfortunately for the monsters, I know how to kill them in ways most people don't, and I'm here to share that knowledge by teaching a featured guest various techniques to beat their most hated monster. Today's guest is the man, the meat, the legend himself, MH Meatman. As revealed in the Zun interview, Meatman's least favorite monster in the series is Kushala Daora. Since its debut in DOS, and every appearance since, Kushala has proven itself to be a rather annoying fight due to several factors that are amplified by its ability to manipulate the wind. Despite this ability, Kushala can actually be a rather easy hunt, albeit quite time-consuming. Before we begin the storm chasing, let's get some insight from Meatman himself. Alrighty, sir. So we'll be playing Generations Ultimate today. And what is your favorite weapon and style in Generations, and why?
I've got a lot of favorite weapons and styles. It just depends on the monster I'm fighting. Today, my favorite weapon is Adept Insect Glaive.
Ew.
And don't say ew. Don't say ew. Adept IG is kind of disgusting. I know, it's gross. It's nasty. Nobody likes the actual no stamina Kinsect. But you know what? I love it. I love the Adept dodge with the IG. I love how it attacks with me. It just kind of resonates with me. I also like that I don't have to fill up my Valor gauge to be able to jump. I just like that.
You are right about one thing. It is disgusting, and it's disgusting to look at. Anyway, why is Kushala Daora your least favorite monster?
Oh, man. The same reason why a lot of people hate him. Wind aura and the annoyance of how he attacks. Like, just, there's so many different things that are hard coded to make that fight as agonizingly annoying as possible.
Are there any other monsters that rival your dislike of Kushala?
Maybe Crystal Beard, Uragon.
Okay, other than the obvious.
That's about it. That's about it.
All right. What do you know about Kushala Daora so far? Such as mechanics, moves, weaknesses, and anything extra.
So I actually haven't fought Kushala very much in this game. Maybe only like 3 times. I do know that its wind aura can be suppressed via poison, and I do know that it's a bitch.
Facts, 100, no cap. What makes Kushala Daora a frustrating fight is a combination of its changing hit zone values, wind aura, attacks, and combat patterns. A monster's body is made up of parts, and each part has a value associated with it that determines how much damage the monster receives when struck, called hit zone values. They are only a single factor in the overall damage calculation, but all you really need to know is that 45 is considered a weak point. The higher the number, the more damage you'll deal, and the less likely your attacks will be deflected. Kushala's body happens to be made up of hit zones that are between 20 and 35, with the highest hit zone value being its head and neck. However, these values will decrease for a majority of its parts when the Black Wind aura is active, which we'll discuss later. If it wasn't obvious, this means you'll be doing less damage, and with less damage comes more uptime for that wind aura. Speaking of, Kushala's signature, and arguably one of the most annoying mechanics, is its wind aura. This wind aura will periodically apply the wind pressure status to hunters in close proximity with varying levels of strength depending on the stage of that aura. Wind pressure is a non-lethal status effect that pushes hunters back and prevents them from acting for a brief period, and has 3 levels of strength: minor, major, and dragon wind pressure. Minor pushes the player back slightly and immobilizes them for a brief period. Major pushes the player back significantly and has a longer immobilization period. Dragon wind knocks the player off balance, often laying them on the ground, and takes much longer to recover from. So imagine you're trying to hit this already tough monster, and suddenly you're unable to move while it sets up an unavoidable attack. Yeah, that's quite annoying, honestly, but how does it work? Well, Kushala's aura can be generated either from taking damage, or after a small period of time, where it will then roar, create the aura, and send out a major wind pressure around its body when its forelegs touch the ground. This would be considered its first stage, where white wind surrounds its body and causes major wind pressure. Unfortunately for us, there's a second stage, which, as I named earlier, was the black wind aura, where it will now apply dragon wind pressure. While the white wind aura can be activated during any state, the black wind aura is only activated when it's enraged. Since combat isn't a one-way street, Kushala will be coming at you and attacking as well, but its patterns are quite horrendous. You see, since it has wings, it can fly. Big surprise, I know, but this adds an extra layer to the challenge for both melee and ranged. On the ground, Kushala can opt to run up on you, which allows for you an opportunity to hit the head. While airborne, it remains out of range of every melee weapon with only its tail and hind legs available to hit, and if you were paying attention, then you know they aren't necessarily great places to hit. All of that wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for one extra element. Kushala is a zoning king. You see, it has a fairly simple moveset that consists of full body charges, swipes, breath attacks, and tornadoes, most of which have some sort of wind pressure added. So even if something misses you or gets too close, you can still be immobilized. Combine that with the fact that it will constantly move to flank you and spawn tornadoes with erratic movement patterns. Everything about this fight sucks. But fear not, the point of this video is to help Meatman, and by extension, you, to annihilate this thing with knowledge. Let's start over from the beginning, but with more context. Monster hit zone values determine how much damage the part receives, but if the monster receives enough damage to an individual part, they will suffer from what's called a damage reaction. This is represented by either a flinch, topple, or part break, and each part has a different threshold for flinches and part breaks. A flinch is a brief stagger. A topple is a timed immobilization, and a part break can be either of the aforementioned depending on the part that's broken. While staggering a monster is helpful during hunts, it has an extra benefit when staggering Kushala, as it has an effect on the wind aura. Flinching Kushala, or breaking parts, can either mitigate or nullify its wind aura. If it gets flinched, the wind aura will decrease by 1 level, so black wind aura will return to white, and white will return to normal. Another form of mitigation is poisoning it, but it only prevents Kushala from entering the black wind aura for the duration of the poison. However, if you manage to topple Kushala, it will remove the wind aura completely regardless of level, but only temporarily. Unfortunately, paralyzing, stunning, sleeping, or flashing Kushala out of the air will not reduce the aura. All the previous methods are forms of mitigation, but there is one true way to completely nullify the wind aura: by breaking the head. This will prevent it from activating its aura for the rest of the hunt. The only problem is, Kushala's head can only be broken when its health reaches 30%. So basically it will reach the part break threshold, but it won't happen until the health threshold is passed. That's a lot of information, I know, but to boil it down, wind aura bad, flinching good. I certainly hope you fared better than Meatman over here. What is the goal of the insect glaive? What is your primary thing that you're trying to do?
I want to get red buff. And then I want to get some head.
That's true too.
We're speaking to the most intelligent insect glaive maid. What do you have to say for yourself? I want red buff.
With answers like that, I knew I had my work cut out for me. If I was going to successfully sigh out my boy into believing that jet fuel can melt steel dragons, I needed to get him geeked up. There are several techniques of differing levels that I'll have to teach him both in concept and practical application. Those techniques are positioning and hit counting. Positioning is such a simple concept. It's all about where you're standing or moving on the battlefield, but the ways that you can move will vary. Hit counting is when you monitor the number of hits or damage required to achieve a particular result. In this instance, we're hit counting for Kushala's head flinch to maintain a constant chain of topples known as head locking or stagger locking. With these goals in mind, I scouted the monster roster to find the most suitable targets to teach these concepts. After 5 long agonizing seconds, I found our targets, Arzuros and Rathian. They were perfect. Beginner level monsters, no doubt, But what better way to introduce a topic than with some lower class vermin as target practice? Arzuros has extremely straightforward movements and attacks that can be walked out of without needing to evade in some cases. As a result, it's easy to step around it, which is precisely the goal of this exercise. Arzuros can be toppled after flinching its rear twice. The goal here would be to consistently try to get behind Arzuros during its attacks in order to cause a topple. This is more positioning work than it is hit counting, but it's precisely that knowledge of the space around it that can translate to Kushala. Rathian, on the other hand, can be abused by positioning as well, but what she suffers from most is stagger locking, and more specifically, head locking. The reason for this is because old world Rathian head values were extremely high at a whopping 90. If you could find the right combo, you could lock Rathian down with relative ease. The hard part is building up toward that instance. And now that you know what we're looking for, it's time for some field experience. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You sound a little skeptical there.
No, it makes total sense. I'm just like thinking to myself, there's no fucking way that I'm gonna be counting that well. Well, yeah, I get it, but
Nah, I got you. We'll learn it together. I mean, well, I'll show you, but we'll be there together. So.
Okay.
First up, Arzuros. All Meatman has to do is perform his weapon's particular gameplay goal and then start his positioning routine. Biggest drawback when it comes to Adept Insect Glaive: one pump chump Kinsect and no ability to withdraw. In the meantime, I have to drop the wisdom on my boy. Arzuros is going to try to turn around to look at you, obviously, right? So the two things that you're going to do are you're either going to evade cancel if you're mid-hit, so you're going to use your side evade, forward evade, right evade, whatever. And then you're going to get to its ass as fast as you can, right? Or you can take advantage of the time it takes to use different attacks or to turn around and look at you. And then you're going to walk around it so you can walk to his ass.
Gotcha. So I'm ass sniping.
Yes. So you see how he flinched there and you finished? Yeah, so you're just walking it. Yeah. So that's one flinch. Go for the big one. Yeah, get in there.
And then do I hit his head when he's on the ground?
No, his ass. You hit him in the ass.
You still hit his ass?
Yeah, you want to build up the ass hit through him. Yeah. Whether or not he's using a meta set paired with an Elder Frost weapon, this was still an excellent first topple. His only error was not focusing the rear as soon as it went down.
Oh shit,
okay, well,
he turned that one
as fuck.
He turned that one on me. Damn.
He was throwing it back. I get
it.
He
backed it up on me. He backed it up on me. Fuck.
Certain attack patterns Arzuros used managed to catch Meatman as he was either not knowledgeable of the monster's routine or he overcommitted in certain instances. Despite that, he was still committed to the lesson as he would bounce back immediately into his positioning techniques. Since this is an early G-rank multi-monster quest getting manhandled by an endgame meta set, the first Arzuros was going to die relatively quickly. Meatman felt it was best to pursue the initial target.
Give me that ass, boy.
Yeah, where you going?
Give me that ass. You're locked in here with me.
Come here, I want to know the way you smell, boy. Unfortunately, the bear didn't have much left in the tank, so it was time to move on to the second willing participant.
Don't worry, we got another victim.
Oh, this one's
come here, boy.
It's kind of petite.
This one's smaller, yeah. What's wrong with him? What's
he was trying to leave the area, but the whole time he was like...
lobotomized him through his asshole.
My boy was retaining the information from the first bear and was ready to execute, but he ran into an unfortunate circumstance. All right, very nice.
Not the ass flinch with no red. Shit.
Hey, where are you going? Why are you going to the head, boy? You better get back to that ass. You better show him who
no
was.
I had no red.
Even still, he was starting to get comfortable with his positioning. I was even almost starting to get a little bit proud of him. Almost.
Bring that ass here, boy. Oh fuck! Don't look at that one. Don't look at the one I just did.
I'll look away. I'll cut it out and edit. The rest of the hunt was uneventful, with the exception of Arzuros managing to hobble away.
Hell no! Fuck.
He lives just fast enough. All right, that's one glitch.
No, come on. No, come on, dude.
For the first time practicing, even if it was on a lower tier monster, he did pretty good for himself. Of course, there were some spots that needed polish, and in order to iron that out, I figured I'd give him a front row seat to it while using his weapon and style, to which I heavily regret. So I won't be showing that, but if you want to see a sliver of that, and a whole lot more funny instances of these hunts, I cannot recommend enough that you go and watch Meatman's version of this collaboration. It would mean the world to us. Is it too late in the video to ask for a like and subscribe for both of our videos? Up next was Rathian. The entire focus of the hunt was to try and find a meaningful way to stagger lock her head consistently. Even if it was just once, that's fine, as we're only searching for the opportunity. The positioning takes a hard backseat in this hunt since we already got the practice that we needed earlier. Worst part about this segment? Old world friendly fire was something else.
I gotta get that red buff. Fuck.
Did you get it?
No, I got green.
Why is she
Fuck,
flying
dude.
so much?
I don't know.
That's that multiplayer RNG. Oh! Alright, I've started the chain.
Shit. Oh god.
Ah! Thank you for pushing me. I stopped attacking and I was like, I hope he hits me.
Oh, not the one frame.
The classic. Alright. Alright. Maybe I can get her out of the air. Ah, she backflipped in time. Alright, now keep up the regular combo. Ooh, I'm coming for you, buddy. Oh, my health bar. I didn't adept dodge that in time. Has all these hours in wilds made me soft in GU?
All these hours in a wild made him soft and GU.
Just instantly die right after.
Oh, hell yeah. No!
Well, lucky for you, I know every one of her moves. I know where her crib at, and I know how to get in through her window.
I know where her crib at. I know how to get in through her window. Oh, shit. Fuck.
How'd I hit the wing on every single hit? Oh my god.
I'm over here drowning.
He's drowning in his own lungs.
Fuck, dude. Oh, I added dodged your attack.
Since it was quite the rocky fight, I figured we should do more Rathian hunts to build up that synergy we required to successfully headlock something. Enrage.
Fuck. Dude. Damn it, dude. Look, we're washed, dude.
Oh, fuck. Okay, cool.
No.
I thought I was in a precarious situation.
You're beating my ass.
I forget. It's orange that gives you the knockback res, right?
Yeah, or just triple buff in general.
All right, we got a chain going on here. Let her turn. Did I swipe you? All right. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh.
See if I can be. Oh wait, yeah. Go be an action hero. Yeah, yeah, get it. Thank you. She ignored me. I'm big sad. All right, good. Oh no, no, we were doing good. We were doing good. Ah.
Damn it.
No. All right.
We were getting some head.
Spit roaster. Oh shit.
Shit, I was mid ledge jump.
Oh, I see. The second hunt went much better than the first. More lockdowns, but also more friendly fires, unfortunately. That's not something we can necessarily control without figuring out our positioning together, and right now we're only here for one goal, and multiplayer is not it. But levitating in the post-hunt screen, though. Okay, go.
No way.
This one's small. That means our head's gonna be in range. Oh yeah.
So what? No head? Or more head?
All head. These monkeys can get out of the way, no offense. Just land.
Fuck you, bitch. Oh shit.
Oh, good job.
Fucking hell, dude. Oh, no
shit.
way.
Our palicos are actually goated.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the hitbox on that was crazy. Alright, one flinch. If she don't stop flying. Alright, we're going for the goated. Oh, I'm actually crispy. Thank you. I'm getting destroyed by her toes. I'm not a toe guy. Oh,
Fucker.
yeah. Oh, I'm so
shit.
sorry. Ah.
No, you're good.
You know, I had to prep for round 2 and all that. Oh shit! Yeah, yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, Soy Wiener, hell yeah!
Get shit on.
That last run was a much better performance than the previous 2, and with that, I felt entirely comfortable to proceed with fighting Kushala Daora. Once we loaded into the quest, I noticed something that was going to make this hunt much worse. Not only was I alone, but it was... well, I'll let us explain it. I don't know why they said get ready for the summer and sent the Amazon link for some... Oh, I spawned right in front of him. Oh, he's huge.
Oh, fuck.
He's gonna be slinging. Oh, no.
Oh, hell no. I don't want the Kushala BBC.
Exactly. Or BMC, Big Metal.
Oh, God. He keeps it solid.
Exactly. Thing's never not hard.
Got that hard shell.
This was going to be exceedingly difficult since we're doing this multiplayer, which means increased health and flinch thresholds paired with its annoying ability to remain airborne. I think he's about to enrage though. Oh no,
Look.
we're good.
There we go.
Oh my god. Is he good? Alright. Oh! I promise I was ready to dodge that.
I got a
whatever he wants to
rebuff.
come out of the air, that is. Should I flash him again? Yeah, I'm gonna flash him again.
Shit.
Okay, so that was an active racism.
Oh, dog. I hate him so much, dog.
Is this tornado sniping me for real? Alright, I was about to say.
I thought it was gonna get us.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, my health bar. I survived with a fraction of pixel. Alright, so on account of the fact that he's been flying for 30 minutes.
There we go.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, good job. It's almost like whoever designed his moveset just hates people.
Honestly, dude.
Yo, why is he jumping so much? Oh, there it is. That's the enrage.
He's literally the culmination of everything I hate about like specific monsters.
That's true. Non-stop wind aura. It was taking quite some time for us to be able to get that first head topple since it was pretty active in the air for the most part. And when we did, it was so quick and we were so out of position that we couldn't capitalize on any opening. At this point, I was thinking we might have to abuse it during the period where it has that bout of exhaustion.
There we go.
I just got healed, you bitch. Oh my god.
I can't get my red buff.
He killed me. He killed me by teabagging me. It was the pure metal scent of his rusted balls.
It smelled like nickels.
Exactly. I'm gonna be real with you, champ. I was not expecting to take that much damage from that attack, so it carding me was quite the surprise. What was even more shocking is that while I was running back to the fight, Meatman did something spectacular.
Whew. Hell yeah. I got that head flint knocked down.
Wow, that's pretty good. And I'm still taking 4.5 hours to get there.
The practice against Rathian was actually pretty good for this.
Exactly. See, I really watched my curriculum. You know, I'm good at that.
Him again, dude.
Oh yeah, let's fucking go. Now I'm back for him to kill me again. Oh, clean. I just wish his goddamn head wouldn't move so much while he's on the ground. Like, did I punish him or is he punishing me? Free? I ran out of what you call him.
I just ran out of triple buff.
Yep, the frame one.
Ah, shit.
I flinched his leg and that's about it.
Got a mega. Oh my! Please come back to the round. I got a hot drink.
2 head flinches. He was able to get 2 head flinches off by himself. Sure, his positioning may have been a little bit off when Kushala was toppled, but the fact that he was able to maneuver in such a way to achieve his objective was all I needed to see to be proud of him. After that, oh yeah, it was Meatman Power Hour. Yeah. I broke his wings on accident. That shit bounced me. What a bitch. Ah. Coming straight in. Here we go. Ugh.
Yeah.
We're doing it, Dad. We did it. Really did it.
It was a rough start.
You mean when he was flying 24/7?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we getting it. Oh shit, we're the boys.
Oh, he's getting bullied.
Yeah, don't let him leave. Oh my god, he's in my ass right now.
Damn.
Thank you, Precious. Yo, he roaring now. I got you. Ah.
Oh,
There, bitch, got him.
fuck.
I'm back at blue. That means I'm doing no damn damage. Look at him, he's dying. Look what they have to do to mimic a fraction of our power.
They don't call him the monster hunter for no reason.
Exactly. I stay out here hunting monsters. Oh shit. The hell happened to him?
I met him in the air.
Ah. Let's get him on that run back.
Damn, I thought I had that.
Oh, the tornado hit me at the last second.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
shit, dude.
That was pretty fucking good.
Now, like, learning about knocking down his win levels and then going for the head type shit and flinch locking him, that definitely made the fight a lot more bearable.
Made it seem like this wasn't a real hunt, right?
Yeah, it was. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. And he was simplistic enough, despite me not fighting him in so long and only having 2 kills on record, that he was able. It was still pretty simple to head snipe.
I got a gem and I got a large Elder Dragon gem.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't
Of course
be me.
not. I'm Monster Hunter. That's me. Small
Couldn't
crown
be
privilege?
me.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, hey, this guy's got a smaller crown. Let's give him all the drops.
And I got another gem in the reward box for the wound cap.
No way.
I'm just that guy. Like, all right. So now that you've learned all of those available features, how did you feel about the hunts in general?
I feel like I'm playing kind of like a different game. So, yeah. It's like the whole concept of, you know, when you're thinking from the casual standpoint or like the advanced casual standpoint, you're just trying to get the damage where you can. You're not really thinking about building up flinch thresholds and all of that. And even like withholding attacking at times to like set up for the next flinch. That never really comes across your mind. And positioning, like taking, I know it's simple, but like there's certain things we learn instinctively in Monster Hunter. So like lateral movement is better for avoiding attacks than running like away or forwards. Little things like that are really easy to pick up and understand that a lot of people do. But these small little things like jogging around a monster's attack to stay as close as possible to the head by taking like the smallest angular window, like looking for that kind of movement, that's something that's not necessarily intuitive, but it makes so much sense when you really like think about it.
For the most part, when I usually try to teach people things for Monster Hunter, I try to focus on generalizing these like wide concepts, because like overloading somebody and telling them like, oh yeah, you got to be like, you know, 3.5 inches away from the monster, you got to like react like this, and sometimes that's, I just don't feel like that's best. Like giving somebody like the breakdown and then making them execute that, I feel like that's like one of the best ways to go. And as per that statement there, how did you feel about how I expressed these points?
I thought that it was not just easily digestible. So like the whole teaching process, like had we skipped Rathian and went directly to Kush, it would have been more difficult for me. But the fact that we did Rathian and we did a couple rounds with that, and I watched you with the Arzuros one, and then with Rathian, I kind of kept one eye on you at times just to kind of see how you would react to things and kind of mimic you in some ways. And that ended up playing really heavy into Kushala, despite me not really knowing its moveset. By the time it started settling down, I was fighting us on the ground a little more. It was easier for me to like get in that headspace of, okay, just let the attacks graze me and immediately start whacking the head. And there were times where I knew that the turnarounds would happen. Like Kushala ran past us and then I knew he would turn to face us. But I would watch you stand still. Like I would watch you hit a spot like specifically and then stand perfectly still. And I was like, oh, that's where the head's going to go. Like little shit like that. And I think like seeing how I was doing or what I was doing, providing your own examples and me watching, then us doing it together to put it into practical application and doing it against a less like strenuous monster like Rathian, and then taking it to the big boy and being able to execute. I felt like, I mean, it was literally the first run. It was literally the first Kush run, and we were flinch locking him by the time he was settling down. And even like while you were gone, like doing the walk of shame back, I got like 2 knockdowns on him, like back to back. So it was like, even like by myself, I was still able to apply what I was watching. And so I felt like, your teaching style was definitely way better because it was literally practical on the field experience, as opposed to, hey, you got this motion value, you have to hit like 5 times with this one, you got to make sure you're counting it out loud, otherwise you're gonna overload the flinch. That was a little more, it's still, for someone who like me loves to play more reactionary, rather than like figuring things out and scripting it and making things happen exactly as I see fit. That still fit perfectly into the way I like to play, while also making it exciting still. And it was definitely satisfying too. Like the flinch locking, it literally a whole different ball game compared to how I normally play.
The dopamine rush.
Yeah.
For that level of knowledge, right? And the way that it was applied and the way that you were able to absorb and execute it, do you feel that that's something that you'd be able to carry into other hunts, not just in GU, but in World, Rise, or Wilds, or whatever game you play next, especially 4?
I think definitely like movement wise, I think I'll be able to carry it into 4 whenever I actually start playing that. And it might make things a little more, accessible for me, going into it as a new gen guy. But I definitely think the principles are definitely, you can do it in new gen as well. It like there are like some nuances, like World and Wilds monsters don't really have the like 60-degree turns and like the pivots. But even then, like picking out, like actually paying attention to the animation, how long it's going to last, where the danger zones are, and positioning myself in a way that I can attack the monster not only while it's in recovery from the attack, but also during the attack if I'm in a safe spot. All of those things can definitely be applied in New Gen. And to a certain degree, I was already doing some of that. It was just more of an instinctive thing rather than me really like conceptualizing it and then applying it repetitively and executing it in a way that was like meaningful as opposed to unintentional.
Right, like when I was saying before, like a lot of the stuff that we know about the game, it's we know it, we just don't know what it is particularly.
Yeah. It's like I know a monster's gonna flinch if I hit its head enough, but the concept of if you keep hitting the head and you set it up to where you can just hit them a couple more times in the head and they'll not get knocked down again, that's a concept that's lost on you. If you're not really knowledgeable on that category, or you just don't really care about it in that way.
That's true. I'm the kind of person who, when I see something happen, I don't like, I'll, initially I go, oh, for my surprise, but I'm the kind of person where it's like, after I've seen something, I don't just have like the monkey brain reaction. I also go, but why? Because to me, like, if I figure that out, the rest of everything else is going to be so easy. With all that done and said and done, how do you feel about Kushala now?
I still don't like him. But I feel definitely like GU Kushala has, even though I'd only killed like 2 of them at that point, it left such a strong impression on me because it was such a terrible experience in fight. It definitely feels much more manageable now. To be honest, I might like GU Kushala more than I like World Kushala right now. A lot of things that I dislike about him, I still dislike, but he's a lot more manageable feeling now. Still probably my least favorite monster.
If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. This video is a labor of love, and I couldn't have made it even half as good if it wasn't for the support and effort of this video's test subject, MH Meatman, as well as the thumbnail artist, Sir Dalamadur. I appreciate the both of you more than you'll ever know. Be on the lookout for future edutainment videos of mine, as I learned a lot of techniques to make not just this video possible, but others as well. More than just liking or subscribing, I'd appreciate if you commented and told me what you liked and didn't like, as your voice also means a lot to me. I'm trying to get into the hang of doing montages as well. I'm not really sure I did a good job, but it's all a growing pain, isn't it? So, until next time.